this thing. Transformation, show full screen. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise, counterclockwise, boom. All right. All right, good morning and welcome to Spark and Trade. Today is April 23rd. Let's give out some levels for the day. Sorry, LMD, I'm going on mute for a sec. So right now I'm looking at NQ. NQ has a possible, so we bounced off of this hourly demand here. We've been bouncing from this zone for quite some time, as you can see off the 1 hour far left side of the screen. So we bounced 1, 2, this is 3, and now this bounce here, although the hourly hourly demand zone has stopped, apparently we still had some buyers that were willing to take that shot. I would have taken that swing. I actually took the downward move this morning from this around this area here. Woke up, saw that we were close to this money zone on the 1 hour, and my expectation, of course, is a rejection from that zone back down to some levels that could potentially bounce. This would have been a possible bounce zone. So they bounced, try to retest that area again, and then boom, a big fail came. Now this could happen again. However, we see some bigger bullish momentum to that upside. Here was a stall of 3 tops. So, and we also had like a 5-minute supply line up there. So if a 15-minute builds up here, we're probably gonna get a fall. If not, this bull run could go crazy. We've been opening up with bull runs for the last couple of days. Now, if this thing wants to, it can go all the way back up there to 13,158. So that's your 15-minute supply line there, 13,158. Your demand line is right here at 13,025 on NQ. Making a big macro move from the 1 hour demand zone, and it's pushing pretty nicely. Unbelievable. 2 white candles on the 5-minute. Oh man, that thing is blowing. Whew. So now we're approaching this supply line at 80. And boom. All right, so some key levels to watch. I don't have to put that one because this one is kind of close enough, right? So these are your NQ levels. Let's get to SPY real quick because I could mess around and mess this whole thing up. All right, SPY, I spy. Keep this quick, all right, guys? SPY has supply at 413.59 on the 15-minute, 413.5, all right, 413.59, which is the same one as yesterday. Demand at 410.39. That is fresh, all right. The 5-minute has demand a little bit above that at 410.64. Is fresh, and it has supply that it just broke out of at 412.21. Breaking out. All right, so let's see how that plays out, but basically there goes your levels for SPY. All right. There goes your levels for SPY. Now I mark these things up like that so you can see where these levels are. I'm not sure where this one is coming from. The 412.88. We're gonna delete this line here. Clear. I mean, that's yesterday's level, so that might be in play. We'll keep that there just in case. You got to get through that level too. That's gonna be an important level. So right now 412 could act as demand, or it could, pretty much fail us. But there goes your SPY levels. Let me just put this on Twitter. So on ES, we do have a level up here at 41, 4170, one there. One something there, and a possible one right here. All right, so let's look at that. 4170 is supply. Demand on the 15-minute is 4137, 4137. 5-minute is 4152, 4152. Demand is 4141, 4141. We won't have time to get to QQQ. We got about 30 seconds at this market. Let's see what we can get out of this trading day. Good luck out there today, guys. Those levels should be key factors. So I'm looking at 4152 for a possible pullback. We might even pull back from this zone, but let's see what happens. All right, good morning, guys. Got our levels out here. Let's get it.
Yeah, below 412 on the spot. See it. There we go. Let's drop below 412 real quick for your boy.
Amazon was flying this morning.
Missed that drop. See if they hold this level here. It's possible money zone bounce off the 15-minute on SPY at 411. You say we hit the top of the channel, right, LMD? Damn, I missed this drop, Doc.
Yeah, it's back in it now. Yep.
You took that straight out the open, or you just waited?
Nah, I'm in. It's not. It's got a lot of resistance though, but slowly working.
Yeah, it's probably a couple of, you know how like the contracts have that messed up value.
Yeah, that little delay.
Yeah.
Had VWAP right there to catch support. That's the only downside.
Yeah, I also had a 15-minute money bounce, but I got a 15-minute supply line up there, so I'm with you on the shorts real quick. I just got to get a good contract. 412s. 412 doesn't hold. We can take that.
Oh, Microsoft. Why didn't I look over there at you? That was my main play this morning was Microsoft.
Oh, y'all got me in today, huh? Bastards.
Okay, I'm gonna watch Microsoft for you. 1 minute 3-bar play right here.
If we break the highs, I'm gonna cut this SPY shorts. Just hoping we reject the 412.49, but they could rally again today at the open. And I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah. This 1 minute 3-bar play on Microsoft is invalid. I see if a 2 minute might set up now. thing I didn't like about that SPY is that VWAP was right there to catch support.
I waited for the pullback, so I got in when it hit like 412.21. Only up about 8%. Okay, here comes a decent push.
I still like where it's at, so I'm gonna kind of
Yeah, we good so far.
watch.
Up about 10 cents on it.
Nice, nice.
All right, we beating the 5-minute money zone on SPY. Oh, they catching the bounce. They
I
got-
told you, yeah, VWAP is right there, so that's why I was
VWAP and
saying.
previous day close,
yeah,
Yeah,
both of them.
so that's why I said that's gonna kind of
be a battle.
act as a little support. Yeah,
This is what I like. You guys remember that call out on AMD that I had made previously? Panic, right? The panic ensues. We get flush down, gets everybody worried. Everyone's gonna probably sell, panic, whatever. And then the goal is to sit there and be patient and wait once the reversal comes, if it comes. You know, because there's no way of predicting that it will come. But this is what I like to see in the beginning, and that's amazing that that's happening. And I had called that on in the morning.
Just scaled out of SPY at this money zone. If they break this 15, it's over for these guys. Took about 20% on that. Break it. Yeah. Ooh. Fucking 15-minute money zone, bro. Caught a sick bounce, dude. Hold your coins.
Where are we at right now? Let me check out. I gotta check the 4 hours and shit. What are we looking at?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, 15 minutes on the spot. What are we looking like?
411.60 is about to be a big level. Maybe even 70s.
I think if we do get a down move and you are playing options and you're in your contracts, I think is, you know, if maybe you have a runner, I think that, or even like full size and you hope for like a huge move, I think that proactively covering between 410.60s to 80 range is probably going to be advantageous. The 15-minute has consistently been showing that it'll kind of flush under that level and then it'll come right back up.
Yeah, 100. I see that.
Yeah, so it might be something to just keep an eye on, just in case we do get, you know, it's easy to get one track minded in a trade when it's going in your favor.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that, you know, you proactive in a key level like that. And it looks like it's fighting a bit here, but the trend right now is definitely ugly to the downside. But we'll see what happens. I don't like those topping wicks we got on those two previous candles.
Yeah.
Feels like pressure.
Sellers
But
in
yeah,
the
so just
building.
be proactive around 411. If you're in your position still, be a little bit proactive at, like, you know, that area that I was calling out, because there is something there. At least on the 15, there's something there. Now you can
So-
even go further macro, but I would like being proactive at those levels.
Excuse me.
Look at
Man.
that. Look at AMD right now.
That's a nice move.
That is really nice. I'm hoping panic can still ensue, but in my opinion, I think that we could come right back. That was enough. How much volume did these candles have?
Here we go, guys. 1.5 million sellers on this 15-minute. They're not shaking this zone though. Come on. See this shit
Nah,
popping now.
it's a hard fight right here. They're trying to hold previous days close.
Yeah, if this candle holds a weak bottom and the following candles start basing and making higher lows, I can see this kind of being a trend reversal. But then I would be worried about like, obviously you have like pre-market highs or what is it, 412.50. Got to get over that, and then I'd be concerned around the 413, like 70s to 50. Give it that 50% range.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
it looks like bear flaggy, right?
So far.
Yeah, you getting those lower highs and higher lows.
Yeah, it looks bear flaggy.
I'm still looking at the same 5 minutes.
And the thing is it's red, right? So I would assume
Oh,
this
here
is
they
gonna
go.
be met with a big. If you're in your positions, start start getting ready, because if we do get that big flush, it's gonna happen fast.
That's a fact.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like a big flush down, and you want to be, because sometimes they use those big flushes to get out of the positions and stop people out. So if we do get that, just be aware that that might be the liquidity you need to get out.
The selling volume is there. It's just not breaking that level. Guess they're gonna need to get to 3 million people. There it comes.
I think if it cracks, I think the lows like what 74 cents is the
Yeah.
lows. Yeah, this looks bad. This looks like it's gonna flush down.
That's a good close right there on the 5 minute. Come on. They've been snapping.
Yeah, it's
up
now
from
red. This looks bad. It doesn't look good on the SPY at all. But you could be dead right 1 second and dead wrong the next.
Word.
So what it's looking like right now is it looks like steady pressure.
Yeah, the contracts are holding value on the options, so it definitely.
You're in 0 DTE.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got one more. I took one out at the lows. I don't play with that 15-minute money.
Yeah, look at that ramp that AMD got. Exactly what I kind of called out, man. That flush down, get people feeling uncomfortable, and then ramp it back up over like that 89.90 area. That's a good play.
Oh
I
shit.
can't wait, man. I can't wait till next week when I fund the options.
Oh yeah, you say you gonna join the wild side, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm still gonna trade equities, but I'm also gonna do option plays. I think for like trend days, I'm gonna put like a couple of options on, and just put those on while just kind of scalping my way throughout the day, because I follow the trend, so I'll get in and then I'll get out, and then if it makes a higher low, I'll get back in and then out. So basically, take like the macro move on options.
Yeah.
Because you can get like if this market gets trending, man, you can get those 100% gainers if you hold on. So I think that's what I'm probably about to do. Use options as a macro, and I don't buy 0 DTE, so I'm gonna be safe anyways.
Yeah, I like those days where you can catch a pivot on an option for like 30 cents, and next thing you know that thing is worth like $1.50.
Exactly. That's the reason why I want to do that, because it's like, while I'm actually, trading the shit that I want to trade and how I want to trade it, I also have something in the background that's hopefully,
Offsetting.
going in the same direction as my trades, and then I could just sit on that, right?
Yeah.
So,
This shit looking like the Bulls about to do something, but that 411.70 level, man.
let's get that reverse one AMD, bro. That was a beautiful call out this morning. Beautiful call out. Literally to the T. To the T, the way that I planned that out. Thought there on AMD is build panic, people sell off, then they ramp it back per usual. You can't fucking say that any clearer. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, holy fuck. And I mean, that's at 841 that I typed that. Wow.
Hey man, NQ bounced pretty well, guys, and I think ES might be doing the same. But there's ES and SPY are still fighting, kind of lagging, but looks like Tech is doing a nice little rally. Fuck, ES held 41.52s. Interesting day. We didn't even go anywhere so far.
Sick, bro. That's so sick. Holy shit.
It's like a point on the AMD trade, right? From the bottoms.
Yeah, just about. It was
40,
25 cents away, but
Yeah.
you know, you got to be proactive because those wicks at 931, 932 are kind of telling you that it's going to be met with some resistance up here. You know, so.
Come on, SPY.
But still, I mean, if you know people took that trade off my thought process, that's a sicko trade.
This shit.
Meta, I like the way the meta looks right now.
I like these wicks for you, LMD, on SPY.
Yeah,
Let's just see if we could break this zone this
needs-
time.
it got to break previous day's close, break and retest it.
We also got the 200 moving average on the 5 minute on this thing, man. This setup is usually bullish as hell. So it's not gonna be easy.
I would have loved to see Apple at 162 at open, man. That would have been amazing. Or like even where's Microsoft? Hold up. But dude, I'm just waiting, bro. I am waiting on Microsoft. I feel like sometime in the near future we have to test 280s again, like flat 280s. And I want to see how Microsoft's gonna react at that level. If I start seeing a base and it looking kind of, you know, like relatively strong at that 280s, that could be a sick, like, you know, macro view trade where you take out a little bit and then you could probably get like 10 points off of that easy. Might be a 10-point type trade. That could be sicko. So I'm just, you know, just for, you know, for LMD, if you want to keep that on watch, that level 280 is going to be sicko when that shit pops up again, if it pops up again.
Oh
That
man,
could be
ES just
sick.
went crazy. Careful on this one. Come on.
Or Evan, you too. 280s
back
on
down.
Microsoft's going to be a sexy level.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So
If
yeah,
you pull up the 4 hour shows it crazy good. Like pull up the 4 hour. It looks, dude, that looks so good. If we get back to like let's just give it like
yo,
give
they
it 281.
This consolidation is gonna snap hard, dude.
Yeah, to any which direction.
Yeah, it's been what? Oh, come on, buyers. These sellers, show your fucking force right here.
See me, I would have thought upside move because of VWAP and previous day close being under. So you know, while we're kind of trying to see which way it's gonna go, I would use VWAP and previous day close. If we were holding above it, I would assume long in this type of consolidation. If we're holding below it, I would assume we go lower. So I would use those type of things, you know, to help me
Yeah.
form that decision.
I think Evan, that would be the play we talked about above VWAP, making higher lows.
Oh yeah, you're right. That yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I
This
tell you,
is-
you got to name the play because every time you see it, it'll just be like bing. But let's see if it works, right? Like this would be good data to collect.
Yeah, but I think this is too choppy right now. I think that, you know, this is like, this just reminds me of the same price action that we've been getting where it's choppy, and then you get that one chance where you get a higher low setup and you assume that it's going to be a range day. So you're like, all right, well, let me see if we get the low ends. But then it's like, you have to use that as your risk and get in on the higher low because then it really starts to trend. You know what I'm saying? Like people start thinking it's going to be a range day because we're kind of moving like this. Then we get an exponential move up or down, and we get like a higher low or a lower high, and it's like, oh well, we're in a range day, and then out of nowhere we start grinding, and it looks ugly because you get those flushes or those ramps randomly, but by the end of the day, you know, you're like, holy shit, this moved like 4 points. What the fuck?
Yeah, they just closed with a white candle on ES. This thing could probably just produce green after that. Let's see. But there's a lot of sellers here. They keep knocking them down. Oh man, they're pushing this bit. Abort.
Meta looks good, man. It looks good.
I'm out.
Meta probably looks like one of the cleaner ones. If just following suit. Notice how all these wicks are being bought up. Higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Above VWAP. Meta looks good.
All right. Nice little trade there. You holding that LMD?
Yeah, yep.
What are you in LMD?
SPY.
Buzz?
Yep.
LMD's the GOAT. Oh yeah, you bought time on yours too though, right?
Yeah, and I'm looking at the bigger picture, looking at where it's at on the hourly.
Yeah. These
So usually in the mornings, it flushes to the bottom of the hourly channel and grinds higher. Today, it started from the bottom and grinded higher, and now it's right at the top of the hourly channel. So I'm just watching this to see if it plays back down.
Wait, we had manufacturing today, right?
Yeah, it came out.
Yeah, 45, right? Yeah.
at 10 o'clock.
No, 9:45. That's why we had that 9:45 move where it caught like some volume.
Okay.
You notice on the SPY how it got those wicks up and down and then closed a little bit green.
Got you.
Yeah, that's ISM. So, yeah, this is interesting. I don't like how choppy the SPY is looking though.
Short Tesla. This Elon Musk SpaceX Starship rocket launches successful but explodes.
Yeah, that's not blew up though. Did y'all see him blow it up yesterday? Dang, I missed this Microsoft play below VWAP. That was the play I wanted right there.
Here comes Spy for you. Here comes Spy. Bastards.
Yeah, but is it gonna get caught at the 80s level again? If you draw that line, you kind of want to see 80 start to fail to follow through.
Yeah. Wow.
Here we go. Gotta stay heavy. I think what was lower day 74 or some shit.
Yeah, there you go, bro.
There you go. All right.
Bastards.
Pre-market low is 410.64, right? Or like 60. Yeah, like 60.
Oh, good shit, LMD. Took 16%.
Man, that shit just ripped.
Yeah, Doc. It might
I'm
go all
out
the
of
way down the lows. Nice.
Yeah, I'm out of 3 of them. I was in 4 contracts.
That was fire.
That's good that you took the liquidity because you never know if this gets ramped right back up.
Yeah, on options you have to, bro, because that pullback will kill the IV.
Exactly. So but that's what I mean. Like anytime you get like a significant flush like that, even though like, you know, it can stay heavy, but you don't know that, right? You don't know if it's gonna stay heavy. So it's probably best, especially in option land, you know, unless it's news driven or whatever the case may be, it's probably best to just fucking get out and then keep a runner. And then if your runner makes 100%, you know, it's almost like being in a full size position at that point if you let that runner run for the rest of the day and the trend keeps going in your favor.
Yeah. Wow, 411 coming right up. This was the level we bounced off of yesterday and had the aggressive up move. 412 held it down. Good shit, guys. Good stuff.
Yeah, sick move, 6-buy move right there.
Tight stop on Microsoft too now.
That bitch ran up to 34. Well,
Be careful though, you know what they like to do at 10 o'clock. So just be aware that time is 8 minutes away.
Oh no, I got stops in now. So if this come back and tag me, I'm good. I made what I wanted off that trade.
booyah, booyah, booyah.
Yeah, solid trade.
Amazing, guys.
Up $100 on the morning, not bad.
Solid.
Playing exactly how I wanted to play them, because SPY came right down. It broke this first channel, what I wanted to see, and now it's trying to get back in that upper one. So go ahead, lock that profit in. Microsoft I didn't play it all the way down to the base of the channel, but I'm good. That was well thought out trading this morning.
Macro, bro.
Yeah, that's why I said I already had in my mind how I was trading. If I was not taking no long, so if my shorts didn't work, I just wasn't gonna take no trade today.
Yep.
This Apple played out exactly how I wanted. Microsoft, I couldn't take it until it got below VWAP, Soon as it broke VWAP, I was in. And then the SPY, I just took it because it was at the top of that channel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm good with that. Good solid trades there. I might call it a morning already.
Yeah, after that pre-market trade I took, I wasn't doing futures. I was just gonna go in on an option, and pretty much should be done. But
Yeah, and then I loaded up my my penny stock gap list this morning to kind of go and look and see what's going on in low float or small cap land.
yeah,
Bro, small cap land, bro, has been just so nasty to me right now. Like, I don't like it. Everything's a low float. There's nothing, especially because I like to short. So it's just,
sorry guys, I muted them real quick because the shorts we took was from a middle chart 15-minute supply line that came in at 412.49. The market immediately flushed, hit the money zone, came back up, and I took an entry right around here. When we came back down to this level and I saw them kind of basing out, I took one contract out. This wick on the 5-minute to the right side got me out, and then the flush came. So target is always the bottom of the 5-minute Bollinger Band. We hit target on that reversal play. So this market does seem bullish, and Cyan is usually a pullback, a bullish pullback for this 5-minute bullish move, 15-minute bullish move. So who knows? This thing could really bounce back up, or they can flip the trend back down like they did right here. It's anyone's guess, but right now we just flipped. The bears just flipped the 5. So let's see what ends up happening. We were bearish on this market because the bigger time frame showed this kind of price action. I took shorts at this zone earlier on NQ, so kind of just wanted to capitalize on that same setup. And it came in again. This thing might break again if they remain heavy. Yeah, look, those contracts are going. Sheesh. Got a pretty decent fill on that move up, so 90 something. Took about 12 or some odd cents on that move. It ended up going 32, 40 cents. So that would have been the better play. So that's why I'm going to start, just trading to target and letting the market do what it has to do. But look, great move off of that. Bottom of the Bollinger Band is getting bent now. We are in a flush state. You basically want to see if you survive that. Yeah, boom. This is crazy. Wow.
Me and Spark was talking this morning. That's what I was telling him. I'm strictly big picture now. Yeah, I should have held one of them bad boys. Look at it. That's the bottom of the channel right there.
Yeah,
that was my target right there.
The whole
but
up
it's
move.
locked. It's gonna. There's a good chance that we get all the way down to 410. Like if this market trends today, if this ends up being a trending day and not one of those days where it kind of V shapes, we can get all the way down to 410.25.
That was a solid 80 cent trade right there. On
the bottom of my hourly channel is 410.62 right now. So as this kind of continues moving, it could drop it down. But nah, that was, like I said, I'm good with that. I left about $80 on 4 contracts, or $20 on 4 contracts, so $80 total.
Yeah, I would have probably scaled out at the bottom of the 5-minute.
How much were you risking on your trade?
I don't know, because it didn't really I didn't have a value set on it.
The swing high.
Basically, if it broke the top of that channel and kept going higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you didn't have like an actual P&L that would stop you out.
No. Because see, that gets me in trouble when I do that. Because I have, like, the chart is not telling me to get out the trade. So I can go like $25, $30 against me and be like, it is what it is. I still got faith in this trade. And the thing is, I still have faith that this is gonna go down lower.
Me too. I think today could be a sell-off.
Take that pullback if you want to enter this thing, or wait for like a flag. But for me, my stop was the swing high that we produced pre-market candle. So that was like 412.49.
Yeah.
But my entry was sick. As soon as they bounced off the flush in the morning, I took the top range of that first 5-minute candle. So Yeah, the contracts ended up just going crazy. Them things went to 160. God, options is insane.
Yeah, and I'm back in INTC, Evan, too. For a swing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's your mic. Are you on Microsoft or no?
Now I got out of Microsoft.
Oh my God, bro! Look at it.
Damn.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it broke my. So right there.
Dude, if 280s comes into play, you have to be watching Microsoft. I am telling you, if 281s flat or 280 comes into play, keep that shit on watch, bro, because that is gonna be a I mean, look at the 4 hour. It's gonna be like a flag. It's gonna be like a bull flag.
Yeah, I was in two Microsoft at 146. Right now, Microsoft is at 222.
This is
Wait.
Those
Keep-
are going up
keep this
$100.
shit on watch, bro. I'm telling you, if we get to 280s, you know, obviously not today if we go downtrend, but for next week, pay attention, bro, because if we go down to 280s, that is gonna be an A plus, like infinity pluses opportunity on the long side. It really is. And if 280s fails, right, you just give yourself a nice little stop. But I mean, bro, that's gonna be a
Man,
nasty
SPY is
trade.
going fucking crazy.
That's probably gonna be my favorite trade. If that trade arises, that's gonna be probably one of my favorite setups that we can get, at least in terms of big time frames.
SPY went nuts. I think this shit might break again if we get heavy. 410.64 is a big level.
Now that's support where it's sitting at right now, though.
Yeah, I want to see
It's
how
probably gonna lose
if we
that
break.
though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna lose that because that wick that got bought up is now being pressed right back down. It's gonna lose it.
There it goes.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, you can read things like that. It's like if someone wanted to scout that, that's a good little scout.
Yeah, the contracts went from 22 to 62 on that wick.
Yeah.
Those are the type of plays I like right there.
Man, dang, what you call it? Netflix is setting up for this VWAP break too, to go back down to 210.
Yeah, but Netflix is almost like.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Netflix. Meta. I meant Meta.
That's what I say, bro. Netflix is the. Those options are way too spready in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I might buy one cheap Meta contract right here, right at the money. It needs to break VWAP though. SPY is at support, so I need to see that go first.
MNQ is freaking falling off the bone, guys. SPY contracts
bro,
continue to
410.20s.
go up.
That might be it right here. I mean, we might get that shit today. Like.
Shit, your morning should be over, guys. Whoever took those SPY shorts. Good trade
I
today.
just looked at Netflix. Netflix was a perfect trade at $3.25, and it's down $5 right now.
Yeah, but how expensive are those contracts? Because I know they're pricey.
What did I have one loaded? 161.
161?
So it was lower than that when I loaded it. Yeah, with a 50-cent delta.
Hey, yo.
So
What the
it's
fuck? That's
killing.
cheap.
Hella
Yeah,
cheap.
but see, that's a 0 day though.
Oh, fuck that. Hell no, I'm not playing that.
Yeah, but I had it loaded. What time? Cause I bought it at 75 cents this morning. So it's
So-
up.
oh
100.
my
It's up.
God.
It's up $100.
You got the back from Leno.
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm going to Disney today, guys. So just for what it's worth, that's why I'm not. You're probably not gonna see me like place any trades. You guys know how I feel about specific days. If I'm trying to have a good day, I kind of am hands off on the market unless something A plus. Like if 280s got tapped today on Microsoft, I'll get in. But on days where I want to have like a good time, I kind of stay away from the market. I'm just here kind of for guidance.
And I missed that damn Meta trade.
Man, we
Look
left
at that.
we left
Dude,
a chunk on the table,
1025
bro.
might fucking happen. Like in like 2 candles.
Damn,
This shit
bro.
might get there in like 2 more candles.
Shit went zone to zone on my end, guys.
This is nasty. This is nasty right now.
Crazy.
That's previous day's low.
Yeah, it's gonna break that
410.27.
shit.
This is nasty. This is a nasty bleed out we're getting.
This is a new 1 hour candle right now. Just opened up 3 minutes ago.
But I think what's going to happen is what we just seeing the reverse of what normally happens, where it bases out in the morning and then it climbs all day. I think we based out at the top, we flush, and then I think it's gonna just ramp right back up again.
It could be. If it does do that, I definitely would say, in my opinion, keep your eye on AMD today because it is the one that's in a demand area. So as long as it holds its demand,
Oh, shout out to anyone who took that trade, taking it all the way down. There, I basically, got wicked out of this move on the second contract, but basically took about 16% right here. Those contracts are now up from 91 cent fill, 113%. Walk away. So apparently I got to do the same thing I do with NQ or futures. On futures, I'm walking away from the screen. I'm not really getting wicked out of anything because I'm willing to lose the little bit of money that I'm putting up, as long as they respect structure. So for this trade here, the structure was the swing high that we made this morning, and it just kept going crazy. Now, I probably could have gotten back into this after this so-called confirmation candle. Big up, my brother Trev. Hey.
For any good turntable, because it's a demand. Like, it's a crazy demand against some of these controllers.
It's gonna be a nice little flag right here. Contracts holding value at 150 though. 149, 150. This was my entry right here when they came back to 114. I'd have loved that one. It was a sick play.
It's, what, 5 days? Yeah, since Monday. It got in there Monday, went up. Tuesday it flushed. Wednesday it went back up. Thursday it flushed, and then it like traded all day back to the high side. So I'm like, nah, man, let's play what this chart is showing. And kind of did the same thing this morning, looking at MNQ. MNQ kind of did the same thing.
Oh yeah, it definitely did. That zone that it flushed from was the pre-market trade.
Yep. So that's why I was hoping that the Qs looked just as clean. Because trust me, I was going to buy four puts out to July, because this thing has to make that move back down. Like, just based on what the weekly is showing, is due for, and people trip, but it's due for this pullback. We've been an uptrend. At the top of the uptrend, it has to pull back. It don't have to, but based on what the chart's been showing, it should pull back.
A big level right there for the Qs. MNQ or NQ.
Yeah. So I got MNQ just broke out the bottom of the hourly channel.
Damn.
But the other thing that I noticed is, like, I can't go long because it broke out the bottom when it's not the full channel. So it's in the middle of a bigger channel,
Ooh.
retesting the bottom of the top end. So that's the other thing. I was like, no, I gotta stick to my guns on where it's actually at on that bigger time frame.
Spy. I think this bounce we're getting right here is a good reload kind of opportunity for shorts.
Yeah, me too. I think that is good, but I would like to see it a bit higher.
Me too.
I would like to see it like on SPY, maybe retest like 411.50s, but this could be deemed a lower high as well because of that the hammer candle that had happened at 956. You kind of see how it kind of wanted to retest where that candle ended, and now it's going lower. But for me, a good entry is like 411.50s, 411, like close to there. That's a good entry.
Yeah, and you spot on, and I say that because let me see, like 411.35 is the top of my channel, and then you got the 20 right above that, and then VWAP is 411.57. But I couldn't take it up there at 457. I'd have to see it drop back below that channel.
Oh,
But it could possibly not even make it up there.
Yeah, that would just be like the ideal entry. Like, let's say this level starts to fail and it looks heavy. Maybe you could put a starter on this. But in order for me to get full size with conviction, I would like to see 411.50s personally. So yeah, maybe I would get in like 2 contracts, like a cheapie, like maybe like a $2 contract, right? I'll get like 2 of those, and then see if we could get up there type shit, and then add into my position once it gets to where I really want it.
But look at the hourly. The hourly is strong. Hourly is actually a very bullish candle
oh, you talking about this 1 hour?
on the SPY.
Yeah, this 10
Yeah.
minutes because of the wick at the bottom. Yeah, it looks like that until they take that thing out with this pullback. So you got to kind of like plan for the opportunity. But I see that a lot of bulls came in.
That candle there is strong. So until it shows me that it's like weaker on that higher time frame, I would. But where Vega was saying is where I would want to see it at. I need to see it back up. Actually, I wouldn't want to see it that high. I would want to see it at like 411.30, and then start failing because that's the top of my channel.
Yeah, for me, that thing, I would take the, the 411.30 entry that you guys are like talking about, and probably won't even get up there because every time I wait for it, it just sometimes it doesn't come. So a starter might be good, but or just be patient for it because my stop on this would be like 411.80s. I would not let them get back up there.
Yeah, the only way, in my opinion, the only way someone should go full size in a position is if you have conviction or it touches your level. If it does neither of those things, it's okay taking a small position, just in case it does. Because the last thing you want to do is be sizing the position, and then once it gets to the level that you originally wanted, your P&L is so red that you're kind of antsy about it. You don't want to be put in that position. You want to be put in a position where you're comfortable in the trade. So that's what I mean. Like, unless you have conviction or it's at the range that you want it to be at, I think that's when it's viable to use starters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, here come that 411.30. So, like I said, I would have wanted to see it fail and come back down. So,
here we go.
I like this right here. This is sexy right here. If this fails right here, this is gonna be sexy.
Yeah, we testing the 20.
Unless this shit is a complete washout, but you gotta have a plan, right? So 411.80s is gonna be my stop on this.
One thing I wish Daz had, the TOS has? I wish that, how as the candle's progressing, on the bottom hand, you can see the volume and the volume progress. Mm-hmm. In Daz, you have to click the candle to find out what the volume is on it. On TOS, that's one thing I like about TOS is that you know exactly how much volume is in every candle immediately instead of having to go out of your way to click on the candle and find that out. That's one thing I like about TOS, but I like Daz better overall. But that is one feature I like.
Thinkorswim overall, their charting is a lot of dang gone pros use it. It's just
Yeah.
the platform for trading sucks.
Yeah.
Their fills, yeah. They need to definitely get it together with that, cause like,
It's because it's free commission, dog. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, it's. Like,
I mean-
you pay for what you get is how they look at it.
Yeah. You want free commission? You're gonna get third partied, right? Like for any trader, the software is not bad, right? The actual trading software, like what you see, the charting wise, it's good, but when it comes down to the actual execution of trades, it's fucking awful. Like especially if you guys ever end up switching to like DAS or whatever, it's miles better. Like in terms of just entries, even market orders.
Shit.
I mean, your market orders are getting you're getting filled at like ideal prices when you're even market ordering them. It's insane.
Yeah, you always gonna catch a high feel on Thinkorswim when you mark it in.
You know. I like what they're doing here. This build up, I like it. Cause now it's tapping that VWAP. See if VWAP starts to kind of get heavy. This is nice. Damn, man, I wish I had my options account open, bro. I would play
You
this.
did liquidated it.
yeah, they keep
Yeah, I did because I told you I was gonna start next week because I have to refund it. I did because I was mainly in this actual security. So I was like, man, fuck it, why do I have this open? But now that we're getting a lot more kind of we're entering my type of market where we're getting those gap up and gap downs. When we get that type of market, and if we keep getting this market, this is where I thrive. I thrive really well on the gap down and gap up markets because I know what's usually meant with them. This is nice right here. If this fails right here, this is really nice. Like if it gets heavy and stays heavy under like 37, which is the previous two candles at 38, this could be really nice.
It's crazy how these zones react almost.
Yeah, I'd want to
all the
see
and
below
nice.
411.28. Like this next candle is about to break inside of my channel.
Look how 37 got retested. That level's gonna be important. 37, 38 is gonna be an important key. Yeah, this is gonna be nice. This is probably gonna come back. I would want to be proactively covering though, at like 410.90s if this ends up going in the direction. Like 410.90s is where I would want to cover up. At least like a good piece of the move. Where the fuck is Evan, bro? Oh, there he is. Yeah, Evan.
Yeah.
Were you in a trade?
No.
Oh, I was sitting here like, why is your mic muted, bro?
Oh yeah, I just had to leave the office for a second. Yeah, I'm back now.
Are you watching anything?
Amazon and Apple I was watching this morning. That's about it.
Amazon's on a green streak. It was doing pretty well.
Yeah,
It's
open
holding well too.
morning. Yeah.
It is. Actually, I'm gonna check my position right now on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is killing my account just like Tesla is.
Yeah, Amazon's my lowest. My stock doing the worst. Like I said, I got Amazon, BlackRock, Google, VU, VTI, Apple. I
You
need to
dollar
scoop up
cost
some
average in on them every
Yeah.
week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my Amazon down 20%.
Yeah. But bro, if we get into that bull market, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm not worried.
Yeah.
ABBV, that is
Yeah.
my best one. I'm up 20% on that still to date.
My best right
crushing.
now is percentage-wise is BlackRock.
Even with AMD, what it's doing,
Yo, this ain't
still up
about to blow.
10%.
Yeah.
INTC, I'm up 3%. That's why I say, man, dollar cost averaging is the way to go. It's just set it and
Oh, look at
forget
the
it.
market right now.
Yo,
It's
they
green.
went crazy, bro.
It's
They
green. How
broke
much
that.
volume did that last candle have? That had 190. That's air though. That's air.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
that's
just
weird.
broke outside of that upper band that I took my initial trade in on. But I wouldn't take a trade now though.
Hell no, they broke above the 411 80 level. This shit is back
Yeah,
to
but
that condition.
that big swipe that we got, that was on air.
I mean, no
Yeah,
volume.
that's why I always say, yeah, I always look at that volume candle.
Yeah, that was on air, bro. 100%.
Candle
That's
right next to it had just about the same amount of volume, and it's like a quarter of the size of it.
Yeah.
But if you look at the 5 though,
This one has real volume. This candle, the new one, has real volume on the spot. This is 350,000 in volume right now.
it has
This is
more
real.
volume than that previous candle.
Yeah, that last one was air, bro.
Look at what it's doing though. Look at all that selling pressure in there. And look where it came, right to the top of my channel.
Nah, this thing about to trend up. they won't smoke that 412 level now.
Look, and I'm looking at the 2-minute. The same way that it went down is the same exact way that it went up. It dropped, it consolidated, it dropped. It went up, it consolidated, it went up. It's the same picture almost.
Yeah, if they hold 411.80, we could see a good trend to the upside, I think. We got to beat that 412.48 level that took us out earlier this morning, but that was a solid ass trade to the downside and a bounce from the 410 level we were all looking at too. So this could range between those two levels. But holy crap, dude, that was nice.
Yeah, and I have a zone right here from I got a zone from about 412 up, basically $1, 412 to 413 that I got shaded out.
There you go, testing
So
the
it's
412.
almost like a no man's land for me.
Oh,
Man. Oh, what happened? I thought I submitted my timesheet. Error.
yes. Look at the strength on this damn thing. 1.1 million buyers on this 15-minute. 5 only has 160,000. Let's see if the selling pressure can get to 50. Right now it's at 15%. Yeah, they don't break.
Man, this world is crazy, man.
¿Qué pasó ahora?
Seen dude shot the little black kid over in Kansas because he knocked on his door.
For what?
And then this other guy just shot this lady and killed her because they pulled in the wrong driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Same. Like, that's stupid. They always say guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Well, I mean, like,
Guns just
these
give people
afraid.
courage. It's just like a liquid courage. Because if you was out on the street, they ain't gonna nut up on you like that.
Most of them be afraid too, like just they got the protection, they react instead of thinking it through. It's crazy. Like why you kill somebody on that pulled up in your driveway without kind of assessing the situation first, you know?
Yeah, but that's they always say like how long did it take you to get up in here? Like you doing 15 to life for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
A 30-second decision just caused you to do 30 years.
On the flip side though, like you don't have 30 seconds to make that decision sometimes. You know? So I don't know. Like, and I mean, you're not a cop. You're not dealing with those type of situations. But you know, that's all it takes is a split second for you to be on the other end of that.
Yeah, but nah. When I say 30 seconds, that's a criminal doing a crime.
Gotcha.
That's like actually somebody going in, breaking in somebody's house or robbing a liquor store. Like that 30-second decision to go in there and run and rob a liquor store just cost you your life. Like, is it really worth it?
Right. And they rejected the 21 to the T right now. Let's see what they do.
This looked like a solid play back down, but sitting on my hands the rest of the morning. Shit.
Yo, you guys ever you ever look into those Amazon pallets that you can buy for the low?
Oh, yeah. I had family that had a solid business doing that stuff.
Yeah, I got an Amazon store, man, but I never got it up and running. I know LMD and I talked about this a little bit ago, but I think I might, just give it a shot and buy one of these pallets. I mean, you can get these things for as low as like sub $50, and who knows what's in it. But I don't know what the hell to fill my store with sometimes, and I'm not about to go on Alibaba and try to find some some guy to create some shit. I just want to resell something.
Yeah, I know somebody that does that here. And actually, I don't personally know her. A buddy of mine knows her, but I bought my set of golf clubs from her. They had a brand new set of Callaway Mavericks in there, like $1,000 set of clubs. I gave her $300 for them because she was just like, Greg, and I ain't gonna do nothing with them. But yeah, you never know what's up in there.
Yeah.
It could be a lick or it could be a bunch of trash, but usually you're trying to find that one little gem. Same way how they do storage lockers. I started to get into doing that. Like going buying storage lockers.
The auction it? You would have to auction, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They had like a show on that thing. You never know what you get in there.
Yeah, you buy one that ain't got nothing but records in it. 'Cause we had one, our Shriners Temple. We used to have one, and they quit paying the bills on it. It got auctioned off, and all we had in there was records. Like nothing but like papers and stuff. So you gotta have an eye for it.
Right.
That 89 level might get tested on AMD again here. If we keep getting kind of this higher low on it, and this market does gear up, this could be nice for AMD. Obviously, the leader right now in terms of green is Amazon. So if you're looking for relative strength, that could be one. AMD could be another. Meta looks really good off of its little double bottom that it had. That looks really good.
Let me see what's up on the day. Yeah, Meta is the leader of the day right now. And then Apple, that is up 0.75% since the market opened. Apple is up 0.21 since it opened.
Yeah, Spark is making that higher low over the VWAP we were talking about. So we'll see what happens with that.
On what?
Amazon.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, Amazon has relative strength. It's already green on the day. If the market starts to get going, Amazon could be the one. It looks really good. Let me pull up the 5 minute, actually. This looks clean.
Tree on it. I was just watching it because of where the market was kind of at, but I didn't like the bump in the middle.
I think Spy might make this
Let's see
move.
Amazon.
Let's see if they.
Yeah, Amazon is.
Amazon looks good.
Crazy thing, Amazon is still red since it opened. It's about to get back flat.
Yeah, but I mean, it is green 2% on the day.
There we go. Spy's about to break the 21 level. Come on, give us some strength there. Ugh. There's some. If this thing comes down with a wick again.
You want your bone or your toy?
That guy that was not. All right, we broke it. Yo, LMD, I was gonna say, like, when we were up here wicking, when we were in the short trade, the way we would wick back down, it was like clear evidence that there was a seller here, because it would pop up and then wick down, pop up and wick down, and now we're breaking out of it, but we only did one wick to the downside.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, nobody's there trying to force it back down.
Yeah, I took some longs. I'm about to get the hell out of there now. Before we hit that 4/12/48 15-minute supply level. Get me out. %.
You know how you were saying that Amazon is up 2%? See, that's why I like that percent change once the market is open, because it actually will let me know what the stock is doing. So Amazon is basically flat since it opened. Even though it's up 2%, it's still flat since it opened. It's like negative 0.2, whereas Meta is down 0.5%. But since it opened, it's up 0.86%. So that's why I kind of like using that number, because I can see what it actually is doing since 9:30 in the morning.
Do you?
Yeah, I know, but I like personally looking at, where it opened from, because I think that it'll show you relative strength versus relative weakness in the macro view of, because if something gapped up 2%, obviously it's gonna hold a bit more strength. The thing that's different about Meta is that Meta just has more range. So it's more appealing when you get into a trade because you know that it's gonna move by the point. But it's sort of the same shit with Amazon. You just have to add more size on it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like, but if let's say so, Amazon is up 2%, but it hasn't done nothing since it opened though. It's
Yeah.
just been flat. So that's why I'm saying that's why I like to see what it's actually doing. Now, if Meta was up like maybe 0.5% since it opened, like yeah, then it's kind of I could see that it's kind of doing something. But like right now, it's literally down since it opened. And that was the only thing I was saying. It's like it kind of gives you an actual relative to what it's doing since the market is open. Because that's how I used to look at it. I'd be like, all right, well, something is up, something is green on the market, but is it really green since the market has opened? Like since the bell has rung? So that's why I kind of like that column. Because again, like I said, you can see like Meta is red on the morning, but it's actually green since the market opened. It kind of just gives you a different picture of it.
Yeah, it's more like what happened today, like at the open, and I like that too, because like sometimes you could see a major gap up, and then they just take all of that back, and the true percentage that the price action reflects that you want to play, I think it's kind of the open, right? Especially if you're buying equities or
Yeah,
options.
that's like SATX, and I backed up again this morning and didn't do it, but SATX is down 7% market, but it's up 17% since the market opened.
Right.
So that's how I kind of like to use it because I want to see what's gapped down, but what has ramped up since the market opened. And that's the only, you got IQ that opened, it was down and now it's back green, but it's small percentages. I need to make a scanner. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Just make a scanner that looks for everything that's market percent in the red, but
Market
green. Yeah, so it's red after hours and pre-market, but it's green since the market has opened.
I got you.
So basically, you seeing stuff that is gapped down, but that's going green since the market opened.
Yo, take a look at SPY for me real quick. I'm thinking like just leave this thing because I took some contracts out when we were at the highs, but then it's just like wicked at the 15-minute supply zone up there that we just couldn't beat. I'm thinking just leave it and kind of let the market kind of go up, but I don't know. Thinking that 80s could just be a level that I just kill the runner. But this is why I could never hold fucking
You in
runners.
calls or puts?
I took calls once we broke the 411.80 level.
Okay.
I think we're good right now on my side, but like, all right, this looks better. I fucking hate holding runners, bro, because them shits be like making me feel like, okay, I should have probably just got out of the whole trade. And next thing you know, that dump happened, and now I'm like, out of the trade completely. But
Yeah, I always go over to the higher time frame. So the 4 hour looks good. The hourly looks good. Yeah, so on those time frames, you still looking good, but it's at the top of that channel for me, which
Right.
kind of I need to see a break and retest, which it has broke. And this past candle just retested, but you got the hourly 50, which is what it's battling against right now.
yeah,
So that's why it's kind of like not
it's-
making no progress because it keep getting smacked by that.
top of the channel. That's the thing that's freaking knocking us right now. So that double top play could go crazy. All right, it doesn't matter. I'll just set a stop and vaya con Dios.
Yeah, I say 412 is coming back down to 468, or 411.68, which is VWAP, and then if it break that, it's back down to like 411.25, which is the base. But yeah, going long up there was just kind of where you got in. That was good, just knowing expectation.
Yeah.
Like you really can't have no set target on there because it ain't no room really.
Yeah, we were really close to the 412.49 previous swing high that triggered my shorts, but you know these things could break out on a second swing to retest. So it was just kind of like that kind of play. If any of these candles turn like cyan, then we're probably gonna suffer a major pullback. But they managed to flip to 15. So see if these bulls are really in the building. That 410 level down there was the play though.
Yeah, that was the bottom. Snap a picture of it. I think you can probably see it from that one picture I had posted, but you'll see that it basically broke my bottom channel. And then the next candle just swiped right back up and it ramped.
Yeah.
So like I could take the call down there.
Oof.
Actually, it's still kind of touchy taking. I say that it's still kind of touchy taking it because that's not the entire bottom of that move. But you can kind of take it and play it back up to the next one.
I'll lose like 20 cents on this. Cut the shit now. That's what I always do.
Yeah, like I said, if it break this puts it back in the down channel. So it's gonna fight to not get in that down channel. And then if it stays in the down channel, it's heading to 411.68.
Oh, what just happened?
Yep, see, it's fighting not to get in that channel. I think that's what it's all about, having that picture that you want to see. And then just trusting the picture. But right now, it's literally fighting not to get in that channel. Yeah, I just posted, so that's my, I think, yeah, you could see it. You had to kind of zoom in, though. But that's the channels that I got it working in. See, perfect.
Yeah, if they break the 411.80s and this retest of this zone wouldn't hold. Oh, nothing to do with that.
Yeah, as long as you scalped out them other ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's a free trade right now. It's just, you know, kind of unfortunate because...
So I tightened up. Yeah, that picture probably is a little bit better. But you kind of see where all of those key areas was kind of playing into it. And you kind of see where it based out at the bottom, how it fought to get back into the upper channel, and then it got in that upper channel. Yeah, there it is. And that's my thing. I just gotta trust what I be seeing, and know not to take no trade up around this area because this is like no man's land for me.
Yeah, that's where they get clapped at. Trying to rob the wrong Mexican. Just gotta see how we end up on this flag right here. You know, my 0 days can't deal with too much consolidation. We gotta shake. Shake it like a salt shaker. All right, we got a green candle pullback. They're retesting this damn 80 level. Money zone pullback. This is a cyan condition here. Optimal entry for the possible long play. This thing is coming down like a tank from that damn supply zone again. Wow, baby. Playing the zones.
Well, I told you, now it's testing VWAP. This bust VWAP is back down to 411.25. And we'll see it kind of maybe consolidate one or two candles and try to either break it or go higher.
Mm-hmm. If they go
Man,
back there, this is a wrap.
Yeah, there it go. It broke VWAP. Now it's back down to 411.25.
Man, that up move killed the hell out the puts. If they go back to lows, we ranging.
Yeah, see, the SPY on the weekly it's in no man's land. It needs to, in order for the SPY to go higher, it's gonna have to break 415 and hold. So we'll see a strong break of 415, and then this could push back higher up into the 420s. Actually, if it breaks 418, it's a clean move back up on the weekly chart. But it's literally at the base of this weekly up channel right now.
Oh, they wilding today, baby.
Yeah, nah, like I said, this is coming back down to 411.25. It's got a little minor support right there from that candle over at 1014. That's kind of what's trying to hold it. Looking at the 5-minute chart. Oh no, I guess I am looking at the 2-minute chart.
Evan, that play above VWAP making higher lows. I don't know if this kind of was a second fail of that setup. So like this morning we were above VWAP, essentially making higher lows from the previous swing low, and then they broke through that thing with the first morning dump.
Oh yeah.
And then the second, I think the one you highlighted was when we looked like we were gonna go for a breakout, but then looks like this thing just probably broke VWAP again.
Yeah, it's flushing hard right now. It looks like.
Yeah, it's coming down like a rock. So I don't know about that play, but this is some good data. How you play it is probably even better.
Yeah, I was watching it on Amazon. And it seemed to work on Amazon if you would have cut a little bit there.
MGM.
And that's 11.25. Hey, what's going on, Dave? I just want to follow up with you on that Pritchard Road incident.
Oh yeah, fire! It did work. It looks like it worked on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, until we see the flush, but yeah, so far it looks good. We'll see what you see.
Tried to argue that they hadn't that spill back there, that it was a minor amount, but finally got him this, like, dude, I'm not telling
They're
you what's
ranging,
about,
brother.
I'm telling you what I saw. So he's gonna get an excavator back there and move that impacted soil. And then I told him before he backfills it to call me so I can come out there and look at it and see that he actually done dug up everything he needs to dig up. Told me to take it to like Trail Ridge or one of these construction landfills if they'll take it. He actually lives next door or 2 houses down. Yeah, so.
This is unreal.
Yeah. So just wanna fill you in on it.
Man, I'm glad I respected my zones on that shit, because that runner would have killed that trade.
Yeah, that perfect double top on the SPY today.
Yeah. 411.80 was my 9 in the sand on that. Once I saw that volume come in, though, I just killed it. If I'd have took everything out of there, though, it would have been a solid trade. All right, 410.64. Here we go. Trying to test you again. This is crazy. Oh my Lord, Jesus! Somebody stop him.
I had SPY or at 411 right here.
Man, what I tell you where it was gonna kind of put up a fight right there, 425. We got a couple of candles kind of side shifted. And here go that breakdown to 410.50. Ooh, good Lord. Man,
Yeah.
that was a perfect trade.
That was insane, bro. Top of the channel.
That was a perfect trade.
Macros. They don't fuck around.
Man, let me snap a picture of this one, and I think I'm about to shut it down. Such a beautiful trade.
Yo, this is insane. They're about to break this level if this strength continues. 45 is 1045. This 1 hour has 7 million in selling pressure. Holy shit, there's no buyers in this candle. It's a wrap. Let's see if the buyers step in at 410.
Dang.
7 million in selling pressure. What the fuck?
Man, I'm on my Vega right now. That was beautiful. Couldn't read it no better than that.
No, that was
'Cause
nice.
It kicked at every freaking level, and that's back down at previous day's close.
Yeah, I should have probably cut that even sooner, because remember I was telling you, like, the wicks that we saw at 412.21, it came right back in there on the 5 minute at that same level. Like, we broke out, came back down, broke up again, wicked again. That's some really clean evidence right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
we
because that
already
market open, it was wicked because it would pop higher and then just boom,
break
wick
down. Yup. That's what I was seeing. I'm like, yo, this thing right here could tank. Buyers could keep somebody selling like crazy right there. Fucking top of the channel, bro. You need to take every one of them trades.
Yeah, look at that picture I just posted, man, and you'll see just how it literally. Only one that didn't put up a fight was VWAP. VWAP put up zero fight, but the channel,
Yeah.
every time it put up a fight at the channel.
Oh man, wicked. Let's see if this
And that's why
gets pulled up.
I was kind of saying I can't go long when it's just testing one of those middle lines. So like if you look at the picture that I sent that has all 4 charts on it,
Yeah.
and you look at the hourly, you'll see that I break it down into 4 different channels. And like I can't take a long just because it taps one of those middle channels, even though it could bounce. Like I can't do it until like the bottom of that channel trying to go back against the trend. I could take a short in the middle going down, but I wouldn't want to. I want to catch it at the top like we did this morning.
Yeah.
But man, that was a beautiful move to the low side. $2 move that played out perfect. This is killing my SPR contracts though. They were just green a minute ago. Now they down 1%. But my INTC trade is doing good. I'm looking for hopefully a big push on that. I might get out of 3 of those contracts today. I can get up around 25%. But yeah, look at all of this is ugly. Meta is back looking right there around VWAP. There it go. If it break VWAP, that's another good trade. And Meta is the only thing that's still green on the morning. Like that's green since the market opened.
That trade up there, come on D, look at this. Fucking the 15 minute is not to be messed with, bro. Bigger time frame, guys. This is what's paying off these days. That 15-minute red line up there, that's what drove the idea for shorts this morning. We came back, retested that thing to the T. That's why I was like,
that big white candle.
yeah. That's why I was like, I'm getting out of here. So I took out the most of my positions, and I tried to give that little green situation on a 5 minute some time. But once we started looking at that being the top of the channel, they broke the 411 80s. I killed that trade. Back in the day, I would have been like, hold up, let me see if they do kill the trade, bro.
Yeah. Cut bait and run. Reset. That's why I always say reset.
Word.
Get a reset in. But look at where, so the last time that Meta was testing VWAP, the SPY was catching support. And it's in the same exact predicament. Meta is testing VWAP right as the SPY is catching support.
Mm-hmm. It should be the bottom of the SPY channel too, right?
Yeah, yep. And then, but it's catching, so that low of 417 is exactly the bottom of my channel. And then the next two candles, where they both the same low, that's previous day's close.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me see. Yeah, see, this was good chart reading today. Probably some of my better chart reading. But remember how I said, like with the SPY though, it's not the base of the channel. So it's not the base of like the big 4 hour picture channel. Base of that is at like 408. If it breaks previous day's low, the next base is at 410. I think that was the area that Vega called out that we could possibly see. That's the base of this next channel.
On Meta or SPY?
On the SPY.
Yeah, I got 410.11 as 1 hour, I think. No, where's this level coming from?
Yeah. So if we get through this, then 410 is gonna be the next channel for me.
Yeah, this is.
That's why I kind of do it. Like I used to just draw one big channel and then put lines in between. But what I found is I could draw one small channel, duplicate it, and drop it on top of the bottom of the next channel, and it's gonna give me the next area. And I just keep on doing that, just keep stacking them and stacking them. And it's amazing how it works like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like we might get a chop day, but they did make a lower low after a double top. So let's see if this is a trend starter or if we bounce all the way back up. If we break the 411.11, that sucks ass.
I don't want to go long here on the SPY.
You say you're trying to go long right here?
I don't think I'll take it, but it's just, it kind of looks like it wants to pop back up higher.
Like it did before.
Yeah, like a double bottom, kind of like exhaustion move.
I guess you could use the swing low as your stop, but
I'm not going to take it because I'm not feeling too confident in it, but
what would be the name of the play? See, that helps you stay out of, I don't see nothing, I see something.
oh yeah.
Yeah. What I do see is a 410.39 is a 15-minute demand line. That's basically yesterday's lows. So if you do that, it would just be like, for me, it would just be like defending that line, 410.39. But with this momentum, you're either gonna be right or wrong, which is fine because your stop is right there. And if you're right, and you just freaking caught a mean bounce, but it's a play.
Yeah.
This fucking market is flipping bearish again, though. Damn.
Yeah, nah, that's why I say I can't take up moves on these just because it's not at the base now. If it was at the base, that's a different story.
We got like 409 80s or 410 flat for the base on your channel.
Nah, let me see. Hold on. The base of the big picture is like right around 409, 408.80, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And it all depends because as the market moves, it's gonna go down or up just based on how the market moving. But yeah, it was sitting right at support for you, Evan. Because you kind of seeing those candles soak to make the higher move. Whereas
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the bigger pictures. That's why you see me don't ever comment when you say you're looking to go long right there, because I don't see that intricate into the trade.
Right.
I'm just looking at my big picture telling me like I can't go back long up in this channel. But nah, you have to take what you see. That's why you always hear me say it like
Word.
you gotta take what you see. If you see it meeting all the criteria of your trading plan and of that particular pattern.
Yeah. About 1 hour on the trade. If it kind of goes back down here, would have made about 1 hour. But yeah, I wasn't too confident in it. But it's just like it was kind of exhausting. I went to like a double bottom.
And see, with me looking at the 2-minute chart, it was a clean trade because you got that 4, 10, 17 candle, and then you get the next candle, which is a green, slightly top and tail, and then it breaks the high of that. I could have put the low back down at like 4, 10, 27, put the stop there.
Yeah.
But that's not a trade that I could take though, because I don't trade them no more. But yeah, I could have seen it. But yeah, all about trading your plan, because like I always say, your plan is your plan. Then I got a shirt I made that said that.
Oh, that's cool.
Trade the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah,
Well,
like
it's approaching 11 o'clock. I'm gonna get off the charts. Nice little price action today, guys.
my memory is horrible. I can't even remember what the hell the damn shirt even say.
Man, dude. Freaking wife came back from Colombia coughing. I think I picked up a cough, man. Fucking ain't right.
Dang. What part of Colombia she went to?
Cartagena.
Cartagena. Okay. Yeah. Like my neighborhood that I live in, it's like I call it Colombia, cause like one of the streets is Cartagena, one of them is Medellin, Bogota. Like all the streets are named after.
Your wife, wait, your wife went by herself?
But her sisters.
Oh, I was about to say, bro, nah, no girls trip around me, bruh.
What's that?
Hell nah.
With no girls trip?
Hell nah, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. We going on a trip together, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Evan know, or not Evan, but Vega know what goes on.
Yeah, in Colombia.
I'm gonna keep it a stack of pancakes, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, we go together, bro.
It's cool.
Go together.
Go out there, have a blast. I went to DR with the boys. But we always take trips for her birthday and my birthday, so this time she went with her sister and a friend.
Yeah, you do the fellas trip, the wives trip, and then the couples trips.
Nah, nope.
Not on duty.
Nope.
No,
Hell
no,
no.
double nope.
Hell no. I don't roll like that, bro. Hell nah.
He said, not today.
Don't go on and be in that marriage about 5 years. You'll be like, fellas, where we going?
Bro, honestly, dude.
Be like, babe, you want me to buy your plane ticket for you?
Facts. Peace.
Shit.
So that's for you, Evan, right there. I just posted it.
I'll check it out.
And you can say it 2 or 3 different ways.
Who's that?
I always ask people, like, how do you see that? Like, how would you say that?
Oh, like write your plan, execute your plan, follow your plan, or just write, execute, follow your plan.
Yeah. So, like, you can say it different ways.
That's sweet. Is that a mouse pad?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keeps you grounded, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this market's stalling right here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm about to shut it down myself. We almost in that range trade, like you said.
Yeah. We don't see what happens, but so far, once they kind of go up, down, probably choose a direction by this time. If we go back up, definitely ranging. But I'm already under the assumption that we are, so.
Yeah, on the weekly, it actually looks like we could range out like 3 or 4 weeks of just sideways trading until it breaks 415 if we're trying to go higher. But 415 is the area that I got marked on my. Let's see. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
415. Yeah. Get over 415, break retest, and then we can shoot higher, or we can kind of consolidate over. And the base of this weekly channel is only at like 408.
Yeah.
So it's not much room before we test in the bottom of that weekly channel. Man, I've been looking at these. I bought a 14 E350. But these doggone 14 E63s are so clean. Them AMGs, man, that'll be my next ride. It's up to a 2016 AMG just because the lines on them so clean. Any of y'all into cars?
Not me.
Yeah,
bro.
I am. I am into cars, yes.
Cool. Into rice rockets? Newers, olders?
What the hell is a rice rocket? The fuck?
You don't know what a rice rocket is?
No, bro.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
50 cents since VWAP.
Yeah, Meta went off, bro.
Yeah, that's why I say Meta is the leader on mines today, followed by Amazon and then
Look at Google.
NVDA. Let me see. I don't have Google on my list. Let me see where Google is at.
Yo.
It's the one with the L on the end of it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yo.
Yeah, Google is
106.
second on my list.
Yo.
So when I sort mine by percent since open, it's Meta, Google, Amazon, and then NVDA. Yeah, so Google is up there, and Google is actually green on the morning. Unlike how Meta is still red on the morning, but green, or red overall, but green on the morning. But Meta is right to the top of my channel again. I might play this back down.
Marksman, you would have sniped that trade, bro.
Yeah, man, I should have taken that, but
Just record that data, Doc, and name that play.
Yeah.
Find the reason. Yeah, just find the
be-
reason.
Filing it.
Wow, bro. Shit. They killing people today. Yeah, hang it up, boys. You're just gonna get chopped up. You kidding me? Make this make sense, bro. We went down $2, up $2, down $2, up $2. This thing passed its ATR, and it's not even freaking 11 o'clock on its up and down move. That's an $8 move, and SPY has a 4.76 ATR. They're chopping up contract premiums.
So Facebook. All right. It's time to shut it down.
I'm about to start streaming right now as well, so I'm probably gonna be done too. Even though I didn't trade anything, but there was a reason behind it. I'm not trying to go to, you know, what they call the happiest place on earth. Mad if I was wrong on my plays, but everything was kind of right today. So imagine going to Disney and being mad. That would fucking suck. Can't enjoy none of the rides, none of the food. Sitting there depressed while Mickey Mouse is waving at you. That's crazy.
Get out my face, Mickey Mouse.
I know, right? Like Goofy comes up to you, you want to uppercut his ass? Like, dude.
Why are you so mean, old guy? Get out my face.
So
Just took an L.
I'm definitely not trying to go to Disney all pissed off, especially because this is gonna be my first time going since like the new Avatar ride came out. I'm trying to get on that shit
This
and
picture.
not be depressed if things went wrong.
Did you ever finish that the second Avatar movie yet?
No,
did.
bro. I didn't, dude. I didn't. I got to though. They got it out on some sites.
But my car look damn near identical to that. But that's the AMG.
You have a Benz?
Probably putting out about
Oh, nice.
500, 600 horses, dang near just stock.
Do you have a Benz? Is that what you drive?
Right.
I'm assuming LMD can't hear me.
Yeah,
Do I gotta talk with a deeper voice? Yo, LMD.
Ellen, do you hear Vega?
This man don't hear nobody right now.
Probably took a phone call or something.
Snaps. I done muted myself. I hate this headset because it automatically mutes itself.
Man, some wicked opportunities just for $2 today. That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess I can go on and dump my trades. I ain't doing nothing else. So look at that. That would have been a beautiful trade off of Meta though, coming up to the top of that channel.
Well, Meta made a sick higher low, is what that is. It's a nasty higher low. But Amazon, bro, dude, Amazon was so clean, bro. This is the type of ABCD patterns that I like. That slow and steady grind up. While it looks like it's nothing, by the time you look away, this shit's up, 60 cents, 80 cents from where it was. Like literally when I called it out, it's up 80 cents. And you can take Amazon with sides on contracts.
Yeah, I was looking to long it like
That was sick.
185, just risking like 105.70.
This probably breaks high a day. I'm gonna keep a stack of pancakes. The way that it's grinding like this is my favorite setup long. My absolute favorite. It just so happens
that I'm going to Disney on a day like this. And I do not want to fucking take risk on knowing damn well if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna be upset. So,
So
but this is my absolute favorite setup. For longs at least. And this is the same shit that this is basically identical to remember the LCID trade that I had? That was sick? It's the same shit. Same price action.
Yeah, that was clean.
Same price action. It looks like it's not doing nothing. And then it starts gearing. It's already showing relative strength. Gear. What really I liked is that candle at 1044. It flushes down and never really breaches under VWAP. I love that. It just started getting built right back up. How sick. That's a sick move, bro. I mean, we're talking. Oh, we're talking like a 40, 50 cent move, bro. That's crazy. That's good. That's a good move. You take 10 contracts on that, you'll be up chilling. With a very minimal stop. Like, you have a clean stop right under VWAP. Stop out right under. Maybe use like 75 as your risk.
Yeah, I was looking at 70 for a risk on that one.
Oh, I would say 75 because that's the wicks. Like the wick at 937, and then you can see it got bought up as well at 947. Ironically, it got bought up over that. So, and then you have these bases at 955, 957. Use prior price action to determine everything.
Oh yeah, I was basing it off of that. I was just giving it some more room, like underneath those wicks.
Yeah, well, on 10 contracts, I'd you know, if it went against me like that, I'd probably stop out. 10, 15 contracts, I'd probably stop out if it touched my stop. I wouldn't give it the leeway, because in the chance that it, like, let's say if it touches that level, the chance that it can flush under that level and stay heavy under that gets relatively high. So I would like to see that level not get really breached at all. On size at least, but if I'm in a starter, I'll give it more wiggle room. I was having a conversation with LMD about this the other day, where if I put on size, my stop is my stop when I have size. When I have, like, you know, a half of a position, a third of position, I could give myself a little bit of wiggle room. But there is no wiggle room on size.
Bro, it's killing me, bro. This is insane.
Damn, bro, don't tell me you got the vid, bro.
Nah, I would feel terrible, bro. That shit is no joke.
You done had COVID?
Hell yeah, man.
I don't think I officially had it, but I think I done had it. And like, I was talking to somebody yesterday, one of the dudes that worked for the DOT. I was out on a truck fire, and y'all know how I'm going through this darn reflux foolishness. Talking to him, and I got a bunch of homeboys that's going through it as well. But talking to him, it was like, man, I just had the colonoscopy done. I just had the camera down my throat. He was like, I just had the same thing where reflux just came out of nowhere, kicking my butt. And it started around the same time it hit me in January. And I'm like, this ain't no coincidence that a bunch of people is having these reflux issues out of nowhere. And I'm like, man, this could be like a side effect from COVID. Like, you silently had COVID, but this is like one of the side effects of it.
Bro, give it 10 more years, bro. All those people that got the vaccine, they're gonna be fucking zombies from The Walking Dead, bro. Guaranteed.
But see, like, one of my homeboys though, he didn't even get the vaccination.
I didn't.
Vaxxed, and he dealing with it.
I didn't get vaxxed, bro. I said, fuck that, bro. The moment that shit became political, I was like, nah, bro, y'all running a little scheme here.
Yep. I was trying forcing us to get it, so I just went online instead.
I ain't doing that. The moment that they I forgot who said it. There was a president that stated it, but he was like, the moment a disease becomes political, you know, I gotta look up the quote because I'm a man of quotes. So let me get the exact quote so I can share it.
I got my Bluetooth in. Switch over to my
was this it?
I'm about to do a search on it right now. Reflux and COVID.
I can't find it. I believe it was Jefferson, if I'm not mistaken. But I have to find it, bro. And anytime you type in fucking disease quotes, Joe Biden pops up everywhere. So, I'm trying to find the quote because it's gonna fucking bother me if I do not find this shit.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. 11 o'clock. It's kind of what I want to promise myself to get the hell off the charts.
Wow, look at that. COVID-19 raises the risk of developing gastrointestinal disorders like acid reflux, bloating, constipation, new study says.
You know,
That's acid reflux.
they also, I think good evening, Baidu. I think it also gets you like some major respiratory or long-term respiratory illness. So like some people have that, like develop fucking harder breathing. Like
Yeah, I got a
shortness of breath.
homeboy I play golf with. He done COVID, and yeah, he walks around with like a little, not the actual tank, but like a little canister of oxygen, almost like a what the hell is the damn breathing disease that everybody has, like as kids, where they have to have a little inhaler. Yeah, like a little inhaler, but it's a can though, to like take hits of oxygen. But yeah, right here, people who had COVID were observed to have increased risk of developing several GI conditions, 62% increased risk of developing ulcers, and 35% acid reflux. So that's why I say I think I've had COVID. I just didn't have no symptoms of it. Or actually, one time I did have symptoms. I went and took the test and it came back negative. I think COVID is the reason. Like, it's too crazy that I know way too many people who out of nowhere just started having reflux issues, like severe reflux issues. So that's crazy. And I refuse to have surgery though. So I'm gonna continue drinking my apple cider vinegar, put my tin cap on. All right, man, I'm about to slide out this office. It's an early day for me too. We got a what the heck is it called? Tacos and Margarita Festival going on tomorrow. So I'm about to be in Hall of Heaven. And you gonna call? That's my supervisor's call, right?
Yeah, Amazon, dude, Amazon was so sick. Even on the 5-minute. The 5-minute was great.
Yeah, that 5-minute was pretty clean.
Yeah. I've been looking at 5 minutes a lot now, bro. Been using that time frame a lot. I use the 1 minute for entries, but I use the 5 minute for the overall macro views.
Yeah, I've been doing that more often lately. It's definitely helping.
Yeah, I don't usually place a trade unless the 5 minutes looking good, and I always come in, well prepared in advance, anyways, looking at like the 4 hour, 1 hour, all that shit.
You know that basing out stuff you guys look for?
Mm-hmm.
On a 5 minute, you see it clearly because basically this 10 it's a double top or kind of it's like 10 to 15 minutes of wicks that you see up there. Like today on SPY, around 10:20, it's like 15 minutes of wicks up there. But if you go down to a 1 minute, like you guys, like for your entry, you'll probably be a sniper, bro, because the 5 minute already told you that you want to kind of enter based on that, and it forced you to be patient, right? Like, because you had to wait for that 10-minute candle to close to see that wick area, and then you're like, all right, cool. But on a 1 minute, I think sometimes you could gun it thinking that that's the play, and then they probably just kind of like break out or whatever. But yeah, nah, man, that 5 minute. Now I moved up to a 15 hour, but I definitely used the 5 to enter. These plays have been monsters.
Yeah, definitely keep you out of taking some trades off in 1 minute.
Yeah, like it forces you to wait for that setup to kind of like occur on the one. I just went down to the 1 minute, that breakout that occurred where I took, some contracts off after we started coming back down. On the 5 minute, that thing looks like a wick. But I mean, I guess you could have had that entire 412.20 level as a potential, area on the 1 minute to go back down. Looks like a head and shoulder kind of pattern there on the 1 minute too.
What, on the SPY? I was just about to say that. On the SPY, it literally looks like a head and shoulders.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite short setup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, head and shoulders. Yeah, you can ask LMD or fucking Evan. I nail those a lot. The head and shoulders, I nail them shits a lot. It's because they consistently show. Like, when you get a lower high, I don't know what it is about a lower high, but they all look like head and shoulder patterns. Like, if you get something, like my favorites when things are gearing up though. So like, if my favorite shorts, ironically, my favorite shorts to take are when we are up a significant amount and then we pull back because we need it, and then we go and it's a lower high and we can't seem to budge from kind of the exhaustion move that we got where everyone was long. And then once people realize that it's not going to go any higher, we just start to fail. Because everyone, all the people who are trying to ride the trend, are just getting kind of shit on now.
Yeah, exactly. Today was not a friggin' trend trading day.
Yeah, you had to get on the right side of the trade. Like, we kind of called out the levels. I had 410.20s. It got to 410.17. So, and then we called basically the high end of this range when the wicks were getting kind of sold off into, and the same thing kind of happened. It exhausted everyone out, came back. What really was the selling point, in my opinion, on the short again? Honestly, you could have done the red, like it going back red would be the confirmation. But when it got heavy at 1032, just looking left at previous price action, notice how it got wick toppy at 948, wick toppy at 932, same at 945. I mean, just use prior price action and prior levels to gauge how you want to play your trade. Look left, and a lot of the times you'll be able to. By the way, Amazon broke its highs. I'm telling you right now, Amazon was gonna be nasty, bro. I called that from the morning, from the get. Even though it didn't really have that on watch like that, but I started keeping that on watch the moment it was up 2%, and this is a sick move. I mean, almost $1 per share now.
Amazon looks like it's actually trending better than most of this price action we've been seeing all morning. Yeah. Look at that.
Amazon was a sicko, bro. It was a sicko. That would have been a great options trade. I swear, bro. If I can get a chance to get some size in on something like that in options world, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah,
that's an exponential grower, bro. That's an exponential move.
I think I'm probably breaking even on this thing finally on my long-term accounts. Fucking had to average down on this thing like once. I should have averaged down when we were in 80s. I think Amazon might have that Meta run, that Tesla run. Google might have that same thing too. It just might take, a couple of months. Who knows? But yeah, that Amazon pullback that happened straight out the open into 105.30s. That thing hit a money zone entry on a 1 hour and a 15-minute. And just ripped, bro. I need to set an alert that goes off every time something is I'm at the money zone. Just, so that way I can just jump into those stocks, but I'm probably not going to trade anything else, so I'll be wasting my time. SWAV.
Yeah, so hopefully by the end of next week, 'cause it's gonna take time for cash to settle into the account. Hopefully by
Holy
the end or
shit.
maybe the middle of next week, I'll be able to switch to options and trade securities at the same time.
Yo, take a look at SWAV real quick, boys. This shit happened in a live market, not pre-market or nothing.
You gonna be in back over in E-Trade?
Was
Yes.
you see this thing?
What on that? Yeah, it's such a high price stock to be moving like that.
That you
What
right?
was it again?
SWAV. Right now they said it spiked 13% after merger and acquisition headline, says trader. Bro, it was already at 260. The shit jumped to 297. 296.
Yeah, I'm gonna be using E-Trade for options.
That news came out at 11:19. 11:19. Did you have a shot? 11. Nope. 11:19 was the candle that sent it. Fuck.
Well, if you have IU, we probably knew ahead of time. I don't have it open, unfortunately, today.
What's
But
IU?
I use the Investors Underground shit. But they're like news alerts. They get it like super fast. Like I don't know. You would think there's insiders with how early the alerts. Like whenever I have like a news alert that I tell you guys, because I have IU open and I'm looking at the alerts go through, and it's usually like literally immediately. So there's also really good Twitter accounts to follow though. Like if you have Twitter, there's some viable people that you should be following that release like news kind of immediately. Like I can give you guys a couple of Twitter accounts that you should probably be following in terms of just news. Like there's a lot of good ones. Like how do I pull up who I'm following on Twitter? I don't know how to fucking do this, bro, because I'm not on Twitter like that. I usually like I don't need it because I have IU. But let me see if I can just scroll down and find some. Dilution Tracker's a good one to follow for dilution trades, which is small cap land. You want that. What? Oh, Lance Brystein just said, working on a new video, five types of traders I fired and why. Okay. Okay, Lance. Wow, calling someone who trades actively in the market an investor is like calling someone who repeatedly engages in one-night stands a romantic. Really? Oh, there we go. Okay. So people to follow in terms of news. Wait, what the fuck? Bro, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna bring IU up because they have the fucking Twitter feed. Pull up my IU shit.
2.
I'm telling you, these people come in clutch.
39.80. 39.80. 11.16.
Where's the where is the Twitter feed? Is it in a tweets window? What the fuck? Am I bugging?
Marvel.
There we go.
Large equity
Twitter
trade
feed.
by 2.2 million. Marvel at 38.39.
All right, so people to be following on Twitter is Financial Juice. He releases news. Delta One releases news immediately. You
Delta
have
One.
Delta One.
It's spelled out or just
His username is Delta One, but it's like the L's an I think. He's really good. Fuck, I just closed it. Son of a bitch. Fast Stock News is really, really good. I need to type him up, actually. I need to... Fast... How many S's is in that? Yeah, multiple S's. Let me put this over here. I need to follow some of these. Fast Stock News. Yep. Fast Stock News should definitely drop a follow. Financial Juice.
Which one's the Fast Stock News? I'm trying to find that one.
It's Fast Stock News with 2 S's at the end.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Financial Juice is another one. You have to follow that.
Hey, Vega, you might like this EYPT.
What'd you say it was called? The juice one?
Yeah, Financial Juice. EYPT.
I don't know what the hell they got.
What's the float on it?
Float.
I could check that.
Yeah.
34 million, I think. Outstanding shares.
That's not bad. EYPT.
You would fade this shit, right? Like this is going crazy.
I wouldn't fade right now. I probably would have faded up when it was at 950s.
Yeah, bro, this thing had a run for like the last 2 weeks. What the hell?
Yeah.
High Point Pharmaceutical shares are trading higher.
But yeah. So those are like the main guys. And then if you wanted to follow like really good people, you know, All Day Faders is really good. The Short Bear is great. Lance Brightstein, obviously.
All Day Faders, you said?
Yeah, All Day Faders.
Is that at Team... no, that's probably not it.
Team 3D Stocks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's him.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, but for news, Delta One, Fast Stock News, and Financial Juice, they're the top of the top in terms of stock financial news. You get shit popping up like right now. They just Fast News just released U.S. proposes tighter oversight on non-banks posing systemic risk. And then Delta One actually announced that faster. He announced it basically like 50 seconds before. So Delta One is probably the best. He usually gets everything going fairly fast.
What is his?
It's Delta One. His name is Walter Bloomberg, so you might be able to follow him just by typing his name. His name's Walter Bloomberg.
As soon as I typed in Walter B.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that guy, he's very good with.
Oh, I'm already following him. Yeah. When he out of Switzerland?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following him. Ooh,
Jesus Christ. Christmas.
pay more attention to him.
Oh shit! Nate had a losing trade 2 days ago. I didn't even realize that.
Is that why he in that sticker on Twitter?
What?
He said, "Oops." Trying to find it again. MGRX. Oops. Is that the one?
Nah. He says oops because he's probably shorting that position and it tanked. He's like, oops, my bad. Yeah. Nah, he lost on VKTX. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice about him talking about it in the room actually.
Yo, this is funny as hell. Marvel
And he looked like he was sized into it too.
came crashing down. We had an up move, and now this up move is lower than the. Yo, Marvel, something weird is going on with the option contract, but they're having like some unusual volume. The previous up move we had at 10 o'clock, the option contracts only hit like 20 cents, and now this up move is lower than the previous swing, and contracts ran up to 51 cents. And they said that someone's buying a whole lot. I mean, I don't really pay attention to any of that. That's too much information for me to trade, but I just decided.
I just trade the charts.
Yeah, I just decided to like kind of pay some attention to it today, just to see like if there was some sort of something there. And this contract 107s just started picking up crazy. But the move sucks ass, so it's like, what the hell's going on there? Yo, options are so crazy.
Amazon broke the highs just like I called it would do.
The opportunity to catch that at 39 is back up to 49. 10 cents.
Yeah, Amazon was a sick trade, man. Fuck, I wish my options account was going down.
This thing gets up to.
So you would trade it with equity?
Not that one, because I feel like you probably would be paid out more. And mind you, I probably, even if I traded equities on it, I mean, I had the chance obviously too, and I called it out ahead of time, but you know, given Disney and stuff like that, I didn't.
Oh, that's
you know,
yo.
I choose my days kind of wisely.
My bad on that, guys. I was looking at a Amazon contract while watching Marvel price action, so that whole read was just wrong as hell. I thought I changed that chart on my end. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Amazon was sicko, man. Amazon went sicko mode. But yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe I think that if I had my options account open, I would have traded it because I'm nonchalant about that. You know, like it's all right, whatever. It's an option contract, you know. So it could have been like one of those nonchalant type of things where I just pick out an option or whatever, and because it was very noticeable. I noticed it fairly early that it's holding relative strength. So you know, I probably would have went that route. Just due to the fact that you probably would get paid out more, honestly. For this move, you'd probably be getting paid out more off of an options rather than the security. Especially if you took like 10 contracts, bro. This is crazy. I mean, he just said it went from like 40 cents to 60. Is that what you said?
Yeah, freaking on Amazon.
I mean, that's a sick move. I mean, you know, if you and that's the cheapies. So imagine if you would have got like one of the $2 ones, because the $2 ones are very liquid and the $1 ones are very liquid. Like you'd be chilling.
Those are the type of like, I think this group that I look at on Twitter, these guys freaking just buy things sub 60 cents, you know, sub 30 cent at pivots. They just watch that thing run.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of doing that. Because I like to see gains. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you think that move's gonna run, something that you buy at like $2 is gonna run significantly more.
Right.
So that's why it's the way that I always trade like how LMD started to do. When I trade options, I always trade one out of the money or one in the money. I don't trade like 3 out, 4 out. I don't like those are like, for me, those are kind of like lotto-ish. So yeah, like maybe if I want to, you know, maybe if I want to take a position, right? I'll take like, let's say hypothetically speaking, let's say I think 105 calls would have been, you know, out of the money when we were red, or let's say 106 calls when we were pushing out or under. Take 106 calls out of the money, and then maybe I take like a 108 call or a 109 call, and I let the 109 one run for the rest of the day while I'm like, so I'm managing the 109 one, but I'm actually trading the 107, 106 one. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not really fixated on 109. I'm really just letting that one work for me because that one's less risk, right? Like if it's 60, 70 cents, I'm risking $70 a contract. Let's say I pick up 2 or 3 of them, right? That's like $140 or something like that. You know, maybe a little bit more. It's like, okay, whatever, you know? So I would just manage that as a macro to see how far that one could get, but I'll really be trading the ones that are just one in and one out of the money.
Yeah,
That's how I like to trade options.
I love the at the money spy contracts because they just, like you said, appreciate you get that IV very quickly, and I take pullbacks. So on that pullback, when it punches the premiums, I'm the guy taking that. I'm buying that contract, and if we go back to highs like in the trend play, that shit is gonna come right back. So with SPY, it like lost 40 cents, and then the second swing it took up, it just like came up all the way back.
Yeah.
And with an out of the money contract, I think it lags, like you said, a little bit longer. But I think this goes back to like your style of like trading. If you have a small account, blah, 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 you kind of just take that 40, 50 cent contract, and you don't really, you can't, you almost can't care.
How small is your account though? Because I mean, it's like, it's a, let's just say it's a $1.80 contract. Like, how small is your account? You got a $200 account, bro? You can't afford that contract type shit? Like what?
No, I mean, if you have a $1,000 or $2,000 account and you want to have ammo for tomorrow, you can go ahead and buy that dollar contract. But again,
Your shit doesn't settle overnight. Mine settles overnight.
Yeah.
Options settle.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But
So
you don't want to put up. I would, if you like, $100 is not a bad range to go for when you have like $1,000 to $2,000 account. I think, my personal opinion. But again, like, this is just style. If a person wants to have, 30 ammos to go to war throughout the rest of the day, he might have to come down a little bit, because $100 contract, if you buy 2 or 3 of those, that's $300 you're putting up on the line. And if that shit fails and, you're dealing with emotions, you don't know how to cut, blah, 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 you could lose that full 300. That's a big portion of your portfolio. So some people
But that's when people don't understand options though. So like, let's say you got $1,000 account, and so a $100 contract, that's 10% of that's 10% of your account.
Right.
But you gotta only be risking $10 of that $100
Yeah, the contract, exactly. That's what I was gonna
So
say.
if it goes against
Yeah.
and you cut it.
Yeah.
You gotta cut it.
I'm with you guys 110%, but like with options, you're going to lose 10 cents on that contract, $10 on that contract. You're going to see that drawdown like this, right? Like,
but then that wasn't a good trade for you then. Because I risk $10 all the time on my contracts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. My best, I mean, this is for securities and everything, equities, whatever. My best trades are when I'm immediately green.
Yeah.
It's very rare that, I mean, sometimes, yes, you'll get a dip, like maybe you got like a bad fill or whatever the case may be in a candle, right? In a 1 minute candle, you got a bad fill, and it maybe drops like a couple of cents against you. So maybe that could get you red. But for the most part, I should not be seeing red on like the third 1 minute candle of me being in the trade, or the fourth. It should not take me 15 minutes to go green on a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where understanding the deltas helped me to be able to pick my contracts.
Yeah, and if you buy
and my fault for cutting you off, but I also I don't trade 0 DTEs like at all. I've never touched them.
I think that might be what's like the difference here, because and again, this goes back. If I'm right on the 0 DTE, I'm seeing 30, 40, 50% in like 20 minutes or less. Almost 100 sometimes. But if you're wrong on that thing, I'm telling you, you're gonna see like negative 10%, and you again cut. It doesn't matter, cut, because we all talk about risk management here, and you're gonna start to feel like, damn, I'm cutting a lot of these trades for no reason, because the price ended up working. So I guess you just have to readjust.
Zero DTEs are not for me, man. That's to me, 0 DTE is trading penny stocks. It's literally trading penny stocks, in my opinion. Now, some people are very good at that, right? Like some people are, and I'm good at trading not necessarily penny stocks, because when I think of penny stocks, I'm actually thinking like sub $1 stocks.
Yeah.
Some people view like anything under $5 as penny stocks. I don't think anything under $1 is legitimately a penny stock. So if you like penny stock land, then contracts are probably like those type of contracts, 0 DTEs, that you'll probably like them because it has penny stock volatility. So like what I mean by that is, while there is no halts in big cap, you can basically get a halt type move on an option contract. If that shit swipes up or flushes down and keeps tanking on a 0 DTE, that's how you get those 100, 200, 300% movers. you know, and it's almost like being a part of a hawk at that point. I don't like that. I like to refrain from trading, you know, and that's why I don't like low floats, right? That's why I stay away from the low float, and that's why small cap hasn't been for me recently, because they flipped what small cap was. So and you know, Nate talks about it all the time, especially recently. He's been saying that he doesn't like trading small cap anymore. He doesn't enjoy it because the only things that run in small cap now are fucking low floaters. That's it. Those are the only things that move. So every time you're trading a small cap, you're getting into a trade understanding that it could halt. Like if there's somebody who's underlying who already has the float, and they just, you know, they're letting it just drip, and you're like, oh, this trade is super easy, and then out of nowhere, the shit halts up. You were dead right and then dead wrong immediately, and you would have not known because they soaked the float.
Mm-hmm.
So that and just to go back, that's how I feel like
Penny
your
stock.
DTE, you know, contracts are. I feel like it's literally, if people like playing penny stocks, that's the way to go. If you like trading penny stocks, for sure.
So I think DTEs are good in the first 30 minutes to an hour of the market. And then after that decay just starts killing you. So I'll buy DTEs. Like when I traded this morning with DTEs at the money, just knowing like I can't be in this trade no longer than about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour at the max, because the theta is just going like same way how I was on that
murder your capital.
I always go back to Tesla. Tesla was green. Tesla was grinding higher, and I was red on the trade because theta was just crushing it. So that's how I kind of look at DTE. It's a good way to get in some trades early in the morning, but like after 30 minutes, I'm going out 3 days minimum.
Yeah, I only trade the weeklies. Like I specifically only trade weeklies. I don't trade any. So like once we get to like Thursday, Friday, because not all stocks have like the SPY. You know, the SPY has 3 days, 5 days, weeklies. Like they have that. But like Apple doesn't have that. AMD doesn't have that. So it's like as soon as Friday comes, I'm working on next week's contracts. I'm not working with, you know, the Friday 0 DTE. Like I'm not doing that. Nope. No shot. Miss me with that bullshit, bro. Because I would hate to be dead right and dead wrong at the same time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You can be on it. And like I said, for me, I've learned, especially on like the SPY, I'll do it the first 30 minutes. After that, yeah, you flirting with danger. But sometimes, like on them SPXs, like you can catch one at the end of the day, but it's like you said, it's a lottery ticket at that point.
Yeah.
Because you already knowing you buying on it to expire worthless, and you looking for that quick move on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's people that's how they trade. That's their strategy.
You could have again, we were talking about.
Is my Nike tracking thing flash?
We were talking about like the different like ammo, right?
What time should I get?
You can think about it like this: if I could buy a sub $50 contract on SPX that can make me $800, which is not uncommon. Like I've seen this all the time. This was my world before deciding to just do SPY.
Yeah, it's big to have.
You have so much ammo to do that with a $50 contract. As long as your edge
all right, guys,
is like
I'm gonna be out
legit.
because I gotta start my stream. So my fault for cutting you guys off. I'm
You
gonna be
good.
out.
Later, bud.
All right.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Versus
You too.
versus going for like a bigger contract and, you know, having less ammo. But again, I think this all goes back to what, you know, LMD always says. It's just a matter of your style of trading. Like if you don't want to deal with Greeks messing you up when you're right, but the contract still isn't appreciating yet, then you might not want to play around with those 0 DTEs that are very far out of the money. You want to buy that intrinsic value SPY contract that might cost you $100 to $150, but it's not going to spook you out on pullbacks. And if you're right, more than likely the contract is going to move with the price. But again, now you have, if you're wrong on that day, you just have to, like, again, this goes to risk management. Just cut the damn trade and reassess and take another trade. And you probably live to tell you'll survive longer in the market. Let's just say if you learn how to cut the trade with a good risk management, no matter what.
That is key.
Yeah.
But that's like yesterday, if you remember, I took 2 SPY contracts, like way out the money, and I paid $10 a contract, and I stayed $1 in the red the entire time, and then I grabbed like 3 contracts that was right at the money and made a quick $100 and something off of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you could buy those cheaper contracts and then get stuck, and they don't do jack. Whereas if you would have bought one near the money, like you're getting paid instantly.
Yeah.
So like I basically just threw $20 to the wind yesterday buying those contracts. And then that's why I was like, man, this thing is moving. Let me go ahead and buy contracts that I should have bought. Almost like a $20 lesson. Like I just paid $20 for that education. Don't do it again.
Yeah. Again, I think SPX is probably the only thing that pays crazy if you go cheap and the market starts going. Like let's look at the violent dumps that we had the last 2 days after pivoting at some highs. We had a straight hour dump. $30 shot up to like $2. And again, you just have to be looking for these type of opportunities, and you would have to like make that your strategy. But at the same time, $100 contract would have paid you probably the same because the move was in your favor. But now we're talking about risk, right? I'm only risking $30 to make the same thing you made when you put up $100. It's like, okay, now it starts to look more appealing. But all that thing had to do was, kind of pull back in a microsecond, and that $200 or $3 contract would have dropped to like $1, bro. Like those things fly. So it's a different type of headache. It's a different type of animal. But if you get really good at it, you would have to like develop your whole edge and strategy around understanding how contracts move, to really take advantage of those opportunities. Like I told you guys, anytime you see price making higher lows, but the contract is double bottoming or making a lower low, grab that contract because it's not making sense. And as soon as the IV kicks in on the next swing, you're going to see that shit rocket. So, you got to kind of like, I guess, watch contracts or get beat up by them enough to kind of discover that part. I'm getting away from, I'm totally away from that now. Like I would just grab SPY at the money contract because I don't got time.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. What's your risk tolerance?
Yeah, my heart can't take this that kind of volatility anymore, bro. I'll be like, oh, God damn it, I'm right. Why the fuck? Like it's an unnecessary headache for me when I could afford to avoid that headache. So I just avoid it altogether. And then even when you're wrong on an at the money contract, you have time to cut that damn thing, for a $20 loss, a $10 loss. But with SPX, that should be down 50%, 75%. And you're like, we didn't even go anywhere. I think like you were saying this yesterday, you get in and you're immediately red. Yeah, that 5 definitely looked clean.
You got your motorcycle pulled out yet, Evan?
Oh yeah, I've been riding around lately. Although we had like 80-degree weather, and then like overnight it dropped like 40 degrees. So now we're chilling around like mid 40s right now. But yep, got it all ready and stuff. So looking forward to riding some more this season. Yeah. What's the weather like down there right now?
It's 80s today, but it was down in like the 50s a few days ago here too.
Yeah, we had like a cold front come through or something.
This market is disgusting right here.
Yeah, I'm looking at QQQ maybe if it gets 316.30 again. We'll see though.
Yeah. It looks like it's staying within the range. I thought we might have gotten a pretty nice wick back up to the upside, but it's getting shut down.
Yeah.
Probably get a breakout somewhere in the middle of the day when everyone's like kind of exhausted trying to trade this.
Did you end up getting that car you're looking at, LMD? What was it down like more South Florida?
Yeah, I went and picked it up. That day I was flying. I was saying I was flying and couldn't travel or trade. I flew down there and picked it up.
Nice. Is that the one that is that like the one that you sent that picture of in the chat?
Yeah, it looks just. Let me see. I think I got a picture on my. I think I snapped a picture of it. But yeah, it looks pretty much just like that one.
That is nice. What's the 0 to 60 in that thing? Have you like taken it for any like joyrides or?
Nah, so see, mine is. I just got an E350. I don't have that E3. So the E350 just, I think it puts out like 340 horses in a V6. But the E63, which is the one I sent the picture of, same year and everything, it's a V8 that puts out like 600 horsepower. It's crazy.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
And then once people get it tuned, it's running like 700 horses.
That's a nice looking car though, man.
Yeah, sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why I had to go get it, because the price on it was so good. I was like, man, it ain't gonna. It was a dealership. I got it from an Audi dealership, so they had went through it. I'm like, they not gonna have no junk on that.
yeah, Audi's legit. I had my first car was an Audi. I regretted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was an A5. Fucking parts on that thing. If anything goes wrong, man, you were paying up for parts. And I was,
And that's what they say for Mercedes. And like my first Mercedes, I did most of the work. Like oil changes are expensive if you go to the dealer, but I would go get mobile oil from Walmart, like maybe $30 for a 5-quart container.
yeah,
It takes 8.5 quarts, so you got to buy 2 of those jugs. But oil change might cost me $75, and that's with OEM oil, because Mercedes wants you to run Mobil 1, and then fan oil filters, which you could buy from any parts store. So I'm doing the same thing that a Mercedes dealership is doing for $200, and I'm doing it for like $70. But yeah, you have to be able to work on them on your own, because like my first one, I never saw a dealership. Everything I did was either through like a Euro shop, or I just did it myself.
that's sweet.
Yeah. I learned how to like work in cars more and stuff. That's why I got a bike, because it's like everything's right there. You don't have to get underneath anything. So I'm trying to just do everything on my bike myself. But I would love to learn how to work in cars more and stuff. Save a lot of money doing that.
Mm-hmm. And nowadays, YouTube makes it so easy.
Yeah, bad.
Yeah.
Like I have Shilton manuals for every car I've ever owned. I used to buy like the they call it Shilton manual. They sell it at like auto parts stores.
Yeah.
And you had to like read on it. Now you just go online and find shit, and it's real easy.
I was telling my friend that last night. I was at like a Bible study session, and my friend's like, "Oh yeah, my car's been making some weird noises on the way here." Turns out he had 0 oil left, and I'm like, "Do you have any coolant in there?" He's like, "What's coolant?" I'm like, "Bro," and sure enough, right before he left, he had to get it towed.
Wow. So he over there not doing no maintenance.
No, I was like, dude, just YouTube it. He's like, I feel like I need more of a hands-on. I'm like, nah, man, just a YouTube for oil change. It's like super simple.
Yeah, oil changes, changing your brake pads. It's simple. It's a lot simpler than people think it is.
Yeah. I had to replace. Do you guys know what a TIPM is in Dodges? TIP. It's like the computer for the car. And so my first car, I had a Dodge Journey, and it had like a million electrical issues. Like the car horn would go off in the middle of the night. Like the windows would be rolled down in the morning. So I had to replace the computer on it, and that wasn't too bad. But it was pretty cool learning how to do that.
That's like my truck would have a computer. I think I got fuel ignition on. Box is going bad on it. But that's why I like old cars. Old cars, you ain't have to worry about all the computers.
Hey man, that QQQ call out was nice too. I pulled it up and I tried to grab some contracts right before they blew through the previous 5-minute candle because it was at my money zone.
I'm looking at it right.
You're looking to short the tops?
Yeah.
This thing is trending to me now. I mean, who knows?
It is. So I might hold off. I was thinking shorting it right here at 50, risking 5 a day.
Do you
The 30.
do your thing if you see the play. You know, I'm just for me, it's just trending now.
I don't.
Take a look at the hourly and see how the hourly looks. See if it's in like a channel and where it's at inside of that channel. Is it at the top of the channel, at the bottom of the channel?
It's not all the way at the top of the channel, but it's starting to reject the 50 EMA in the hourly. So that's I don't know though. I might hold.
See, that's what I started looking for. But see, now you know, looking at the hourly, you say it's not at the top of the channel. So you know what the potential is for it to get back up to the top of the channel in case it does flush back down.
Right.
If you're worried about it still going higher.
You got 15-minute supply line coming in for me on my end. It's just not straight yet, but you're risking what, 84, 316 84s?
Yeah, 50 to 80 basically. I don't know though. It's uptrending, so. I could see this moving back down to VWAP if it breaks this trend.
Another thing, like change your hourly to a 30-minute so it breaks your candles down a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
And see if it's in a downtrend on that higher time frame. Because that's why I said you can get an uptrend on the 2-minute or the 1 minute or the 5, and it could just be trending higher to get to the top of that channel to go back down again.
Yeah, it's still a bit of a ways away on that 30-minute channel.
Yeah, so see, I need to see clear that it's rejecting before it's getting up there. Otherwise, I'm expecting it to get back up to the top and then reject. And then if you get in right now, you just early to the party.
Right.
And you got to sit through that entire move, and then it's a matter of do you want to sit through it like that?
Right.
But again, you have the expectation, and that's why I like how you may not have been in there or you may have been muted, but Vega was asking me like, well, where did you have your stop at on my SPY trade? And I was like, I didn't have a hard defined stop because my stop is going to be when it breaks that area and retests and I get the picture that it's going to go higher again. So like if you get in right now, you got to have the expectation that this still can push up higher to get you to the top of that channel.
Right, yeah. Right now I got the channel right above it. It's got room all the way up back up to like 317, like 30 maybe. So yeah, it's only trading at 316.30 right now, so it still has another point of room.
Yeah, I don't know how much you put up on any given trade, but like, you know, I think just thinking what you're thinking along those lines, you know, whatever gets you in, maybe just size down so you could get in there. And when you're right on the trade, like imagine catching one of the flushes that happened earlier today and not getting in there because, you know, they didn't quite get to the top of the channel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you would have missed that entire move. But getting in there, risking what you're going to risk, which is the swing high, at least, like, you know, you just have to deal with the wait time that it takes. And it might break out and you might just give the market money. But I think that's why I just go light every single time because I'm going to take the trade.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking it right here. I don't know.
Yeah, I think sometimes being concerned with how much we're going to lose is what keeps us out of, like, the play. But
Right. It's got that lower high kind of velocity move off EWAP. Kind of breaking out of that trend line a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You had a supply line for me on the 15-minute?
Yeah, I do. It's not straight yet, but anywhere between 51 and 80, they're clapping it every time it gets up there. I don't know how long it's going to take for this thing to get straight, but...
Large buyers on the level 2 or 7. I have no days. Reacts to it.
Yeah, this is what I'm seeing right here, bud. It's not quite straight on the 15-minute, but the 5-minute definitely has that 81 as a area of rejection. I don't really, trust the 5 too much though. Although they worked earlier this morning, it just kept rejecting that 5-minute line.
Yeah, I wonder if the real short might be if it gets heavy below like 35, or if it stays red in the day. Because right now it's still holding green.
Yeah, they're up 21%.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Interesting.
Yeah, once that 15-minute gets straight, it'll probably be too late. And that's why I just wait for the next swing up. Because I'll take a 15-minute supply line like the ones this morning. That one, I would have taken that short every time we came back up there. But a 5-minute, they break through sometimes. And, it's just like if they get crazy, if the bulls get crazy, they're going to send this shit to the moon. But with the 15-minute, I'll stop out no problem because, that was statistically that one works more than the 5. So that's just kind of my take on that. But yeah, I want to see what ends up happening, man. That friggin' 316 entry would have been solid.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly when you called it out, bro. I pulled that shit up. I was like, oh, this is a good one.
Man, Amazon is all the way back up there. Honestly, Amazon might. I don't know. I'm thinking Amazon might be short up here because they want EMA on the daily. But I don't think I'm gonna go against that trend.
Yeah, that's shit is back to 212. Amazon. Am I looking? No, I'm looking at Meta. My bad. Meta is back at 212. Yeah, Tech is doing this weird little slow grind. NQ just pulled back hard though. Amazon pulled back hard. Your QQQ play, bro.
Oh wow, QQQ is going red now.
Lost about 30 cents there, yeah. Here it comes, Evan. See, like I personally wouldn't want to take an entry now, even if it goes without me, because my plan would have been to get in as high as that stop as possible.
Right.
And now
I'm thinking if it does another low right below yesterday's close and it holds red, I'm stop loss to like 3.
I see that. Okay.
Maybe. If it does that though, I could flushing straight down.
What was that, like 40 cents there? 29, 39, 49, 59. 30 cents still. 60.
30.
Yeah. And counting. I'm gonna step off for a sec, guys.